I'm not freaking out. You're freaking out. It's the Midyear Freakout Tag. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a long-time seasoned, spicy seasoned subscriber. This is MJ, and you're at my channel called Reading This Life, where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. It's been a hell of a long time since I've done a tag. Let's do the traditional BookTube rite of passage mid-year freakout tag. I'm not freaking out. Are you? All right. I saw this over on Murphy's channel. Everybody knows Murphy. If you don't know Murphy, you better go check her out. And I'm going to read the prompts from her video. So, number 1, the best book I've read so far this year. This was tough because I've got 2 in contention with each other. But I'm going to have to say this is the best book I've read so far this year. The Lamb by Lucy Rose. Absolutely phenomenal. Gave me a book hangover for days. I think about this book at least once a week. At least once a week. It's fantastic. It's dark. It's disturbing. And it lingers. It lingers with you. So if you haven't read it, check it out. It's unlike anything I've ever read before in my life. Question number 2. Question number 2. Best sequel I've read so far this year. I don't do a lot of series and I haven't read any sequels, so not applicable. Number 3. New release you haven't read yet but want to. I have this in my hands. This is King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. This came out through Book of the Month last month. And I remember the book deal when it came out. This is one of 3, I believe. And I think it's going to be a good switch up from me. Right now I'm reading Cowboy Trash. Video coming soon about Cowboy Trash. And horror. So I think a little bit of mafia, a little bit of crime boss is going to be right up my alley. So this is King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. I have a number of his books on my shelf right there. This would be the second that I've read of his. Next question. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I think it's coming out in August. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a sequel to Crypt of the Moon Spider by Nathan Ballengard. This blew me away last fall. Like, I was craving for more. And when I found out that it was one in a series, I'm like, oh, I'm all in. So I believe it comes out in August. Is it here? I don't know if it's here. No. I thought there was something in the book that said that there was going to be a sequel, but I don't believe so. Wait, yes, there is. Oh, there was one chapter. I don't think I read it though. Maybe I should treat myself. One chapter from the upcoming release called Cathedral of the Drowned, available August 2025 through Tor Books. And this is a preview of book 2 in the Lunar Gothic trilogy. I think I'm going to treat myself this afternoon and read this because I don't think I went there. I think I was in such shock from this book that I was like, oh God, I can't handle it. This is excellent. This is absolutely excellent. It's beautiful in the most macabre way. It's just stunning. High anticipation for that one. Biggest disappointment. I couldn't get on with Grapes of Wrath. I couldn't get on with it. I had to DNF it. I couldn't get on with it. Sorry. Biggest surprise. Do I want to say that? I could say that. I think this book is going to be mentioned a lot. Biggest surprise for me. Biggest surprise for me was Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I did not think this book would hit the way that it did, but it ticked all the boxes for me. And I think there's another question that this book is going to answer. So if you have not read this yet, if you have not picked it up, get to it. This is a wonderful summer read, Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Favorite new author or debut new to you? I'm going to say it. It's going to be Lucy Rose and the Lamb. Yeah, debut novel. Absolutely stellar. Also, I'm going to tie it. This is Monica Kim, The Eyes Are the Best Part. Debut novel, winner of a Bram Stoker Award. Yep, for debut novel. Stellar. Newest fictional crush. I've never read this genre of cowboy trash. This is The Gunsmith. And the main character, Clint, I'll put him as a cowboy crush. I'm doing a review on this book, so I'm not going to talk about it, but I want to read more of him. But he's not, the cover doesn't, not my type. Not my type, based on the illustrations, but the way that he is portrayed, I like. Oh, newest favorite character. That's tough. You know, thinking of a newest favorite character is actually really hard to do because we come across so many. I mean, I'm going to say Joe. The lead from Atmosphere. Taylor Jenkins Reid has a way of crafting characters that you are enmeshed with them, that you get to know them like they're your bestie. You get to know their workings of their brain. You get to know them by their actions, their thoughts, their choices that they make. She's a wonderfully developed character. I can't talk enough about that book. Book that made you cry. See, I told you. Ugly tears. Ugly tears. That's all I have to say. Book that made me happy. Book that made me happy, I'm going to say Double Love, which is the first in the Sweet Valley High. I read that in March when I was extremely ill, and it just made me happy. It took me back to a time in the 80s or 90s, and it was kind of like a little shot of Fountain of Youth, and the book was good. It was entertaining. I think I finished it in like a day and a half, and I don't know. Those nostalgic books just bring me a sense of happiness as a Gen Xer. What can I say? I'm Gen X. Most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received? I'm going to say this is pretty excellent. Danny from my Patreon sent this to me. This is Paperback Crush. This follows up with that last question with Sweet Valley High, and it gives you synopsis of all of the teen books that came out when we were younger. Revisit teen fiction's golden age A time when girls and their experiences were front and center and reading was just plain fun. Discover or fondly remember these beloved books and many, many more. I think it's just great, and the illustrations are phenomenal. What books do I need to read by the end of the year? None, because I don't put pressure on myself like that. My goal every year is to read one book and one book only, and everything else after that is icing on the cake. There is no competition. There is no comparison. I am just in my ether reading what I want to read. And that's it. I make my own rules, bottom line. All right, and 13 is what we end on with Murphy's version of the tag. So let me know in the comment section down below, do any of these books interest you? Do you have any of the same opinions? Are there any books that you are really looking forward to that you think that I might like to read? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, everyone, let's have a fantastic next 6 months of the year. And we will be revisiting this tag with like the yearly version of it. Don't freak out. There's enough time to get everything done. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate you being here. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, goodbye for now and happy reading.